On behalf of the African American Alumni Affiliates, I would like to say good evening and welcome to you all. Tonight, we are going to enjoy our 6th annual Black Celebratory. Can we have a round of applause just for the fact that we made it to 6 years? My name is Leah Johnson, and I graduated from this university in 2011. I studied communication, specifically print journalism, while I was here. I also minored in psychology, as well as African and African American studies, which is now a major on this campus. And along with graduating from this campus, a proud accomplishment of mine is that during my last year here, I was also the first African American editor-in-chief of the campus newspaper, the Michigan-Journal. And thank you. I say that, though, not to bring glory to myself, but because I'm confident, as well as my fellow alums and affiliate members who are sitting at the table over here, that you students, or now graduates tonight, are going to add to the wonderful list of accomplishments that minority students have made to this campus. And that is what the Black Celebratory is all about. This night is a night of celebration. We are here to formally and publicly recognize all of you. Of course, it's true that this university is not a historically Black college or university. However, the University of Michigan-Dearborn is still an extremely prestigious university. Think about that for a minute. You all chose to come here, and you probably might at times have wondered, there aren't many people here who look like me. You may have felt, I'm the first in my family to even attend college. Can I really graduate? Or how am I supposed to go to work, either full-time or part-time, and attend classes, full-time or part-time, at the same time? You may have thought, I'm a non-traditional student. What in the world was I thinking coming back to school? Can I really do this? It doesn't even matter now because you're here. You did it. You accomplished it. And so we, as your U of M Dearborn family, again, are very, very excited to be here to celebrate with you. Tonight, we will be honoring over 40 students who have made significant contributions to this campus. So since we have such a full program, I would ask at this time that you all please rise as we are joined by our band, Elise King, and she will lead us in the singing of the Black National Anthem, Lift Every Voice and Sing.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea.
Thank you, Elise. That was beautiful. Hello, everyone. My name is Teresa Somerville, a 2015 graduate of Castle and vice chair of the African American Alumni Affiliate on this campus. It is an honor to be here with you today to acknowledge the achievements of our graduates. I would personally like to thank all of the family members, friends, faculty, staff, and alumni who came out to celebrate these graduates and the bright futures that they have ahead of them. I would also like to take the opportunity to thank all of the people who helped put this event together. A special thank you goes out to Dr. Ann Lampkin-Williams and Chancellor Daniel Little for giving us the opportunity to host this event each and every year on campus. I would also like to recognize the senior leadership that is present here this evening. Dean Marty Hershock from Castle, Dean Raju Balakrishnan from College of Business, Vice Chancellor Mallory Simpson from Institutional Advancement, Vice Chancellor Ken Kittenbill from External Relations, and Director of Human Resources, Keisha Blevins. We are grateful for your support. Finally, I would like to thank the Office of Alumni Engagement for their immense support in helping plan this event. Christina Frendo, Marsha McMoon, and Diane Siegler have been a big support system, and we could not have done it without you. Thank you. Lastly, I hope you all enjoy this wonderful event. We're celebrating Black excellence at its finest, and you deserve every accolade, every clap, every applause, every hoop and holler. This is your night tonight, okay? This is your night.
Thank you again, Teresa. So now I am going to introduce Dr. Daniel Little, and he is going to come forward and give us the university welcome.
Well, thank you, Leah. Thank you in advance, Tanya Matthews, for the marvelous, inspiring speech you're about to give. And I would also like to thank my wife, Bernadette, who's very happy to be part of this evening as well. But really, who's it about? It's about you, the graduates. I can't tell you how proud we are of your accomplishments. This event has come to be such a meaningful part of the traditions of Dearborn, and all of us feel such happiness when we come together on this occasion and get a chance to celebrate your accomplishments, to congratulate you, to meet your families, sometimes to meet the younger people from 3 years old to, I don't know, I guess the young people I met, 3 to 18 years old throughout the afternoon. And it is just a source of real pleasure and pride for the campus to have such a robust, strong, achieving, accomplished group of graduates that we can recognize and celebrate. I want to thank the African American Alumni Affiliate and the great, great work that it has done. Every year you have been stronger. You've been just a powerful partner for the university and for all of our graduates, African American graduates and other graduates through the work that you're doing. So we're really very, very grateful for your work. The Celebratory is very much a part of the metropolitan mission that we have at Dearborn. We celebrate the fact that we are part of Metro Detroit, and Metro Detroit is one of the most diverse, and I would like to say inclusive, but that's not quite right about our region. It is right about our campus. But we are trying to model creating an environment where all of us feel welcome, respect, encouragement, and yes, congratulations when we accomplish well as you have done so well. We're celebrating tonight for the whole year 117 graduates. That's 49 graduates who graduated in the fall, another 64 graduates who will be graduating in 3 or 4 days at Chrysler Arena. There are 4 people who will be graduating at the end of the summer, and that breaks down across all 4 colleges, 69 Castle graduates, 13 CECS majors, 18 chess majors, and 17 College of Business. That's a nice distribution of graduates across all 4 colleges of the university. I would also like to simply recognize the fact that our brother and friend Ahmad Rahman is no longer with us, but that we recognize him with a scholarship in his name to serve African American students as they make their progress through the campus. And we have had a lot of progress in pulling together through many friends and donations to the scholarship fund. We're about 2/3 of the way to the full funding of that scholarship. The full goal is $25,000. We're at about $17,000 right now. I'm really very appreciative to my friends and colleagues on the faculty especially, but others who have contributed to that fund, because what it allows us to remember is a man who served our students, served our campus, and served it very, very well. So we are very excited about graduation in Chrysler. I have to tell you, it's going to be the largest ever. More than 1,000 graduates will walk, and that means probably on the order of 11,000 to 12,000 people in Chrysler Arena. So come early. There's a lot of traffic congestion. Come early, did I mention that? It's a good idea to come early. But it will be an absolutely exciting occasion. We've got a great, we're honoring honorary degree to Shirley Stincato, the CEO of New Detroit, a long-term organization struggling for racial equality and racial justice in Southeast Michigan. And Shirley is also a long-term partner and friend to this campus. So that's one of the highlights of the ceremony. So we are excited. We offer our congratulations to you and your families and your friends, and in some instances, your children. We hope that they will be thinking about Dearborn as they turn to college decisions. And we offer just warm, happy congratulations to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Chancellor. We are so happy to bring in the 6th annual Black Celebratory. Many amazing alumni volunteers before us have given their time and talents to make this event happen. Tonight, we would like to give special recognition to 2 alumni who have been instrumental in making this event a success each and every year. Veronica and Leah, please join me up here. Veronica, thank you for your continued service and for chairing the Black Celebratory for 5 years straight. You put your heart and soul into the program each year, and each year has been so special for our graduates. Leah, thank you for serving as our MC year after year. You always add an element of excitement to the program, and we would like to just give you guys a token of our appreciation for the hard work that you put in for this event. Gentlemen, please. Assistance is needed. Another round of applause for Leah and Veronica. In a couple of minutes, we'll break for dinner, and as you're enjoying your meal, Elise King and her band will share musical selections with you. Elise King is a Detroit native and a 3-time award-winning powerhouse vocalist with impeccable stage presence. Elise refers to herself as a diva, a divine instrument vocalizing her ability. You got that? Okay. Elise King has sung the national anthem for the Detroit Tigers, has opened for funk legend George Clinton and the Parliament Funk, Kelly Price, Bobby Brown. So many artists have witnessed this talent right here, and you get to witness it tonight. She was awarded Best Female Artist by the Detroit Black Music Awards, Best Soul Artist by the Detroit Honor Awards, and Best Local Artist from the Best in Black Awards by the Michigan Chronicle and Radio 1. In addition, she has been nominated for 5 Detroit Music Awards. They include Outstanding Urban Vocalist, Outstanding Urban Artist, Outstanding Urban Songwriter, Outstanding Urban Record for My Moment, and outstanding live performance. Currently, Elise is working on her debut album, In the Key of Soul. Thank you for being here tonight, Elise. Dinner is buffet style, and it is being served outside the hall to your left, my right. You will be dismissed by table. Dessert and coffee are to your right, my left. Following dinner, our program will continue with our student speaker, keynote address, and of course, the recognition of our graduates. Enjoy.
Hello, everyone. We want to welcome you guys to the 6th annual Black Celebratory. Give yourselves a round of applause. So this is our second year here performing. We got told last year, like, we want y'all back. So here we are. I am not shy to the campus. I've performed plenty of times here for the Night of Soul a few times. So I am what you call a friend of the university. I just recently myself graduated doing my music and everything. I attended online classes, but I just recently graduated with my degree in healthcare administration as well. So I'm celebrating with y'all. So we're just gonna play a little music. We understand that this is a nice, classy event, but feel free to move your shoulders, tap your toes. Last year, somebody took off their heels and got up in ballroom, so feel free. It's a celebratory, right? All right, y'all, let's do a little Stevie. I'm feeling a little Stevie in my soul. Feel a little Stevie. Getting to be my one desire. You're getting to be all that matters to me. Well, let me tell you, boy, I light a candle every day and pray that you'll always feel this way, and pray that our love will forever be new. 'Cause all I do is think about you.
All I do about you.
Said all
I do, is think about you.
Baby, just suppose I should happen to cross your mind. Oh, and by some chance a girl like me you really been trying to find. Well, let me tell you, boy, think of how exciting it would be if you would discover you feel like me. If you would discover this dream is for two. Well, I'm gonna tell you, boy, I light a candle every day and pray that you'll always feel this way, and pray that our love will forever be new. 'Cause all I do is think about you.
All I do,
Oh, baby,
is think about you.
said all I do. let me tell you, boy, I light a candle every day and pray that you'll always feel this way and pray that our love will forever be new. If I can't have you for my own, I'd rather be lonely than alone. And I'd rather keep thinking the way that I do. 'Cause all I do is think about you. Yeah. I'm thinking, baby. Yeah. Said all I do. Yeah, 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 yeah. I do. I'm thinking, baby. Yeah. Said all I do. Yeah, 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 yeah. Let's break it down, fellas.
Thinking, baby,
Hey,
about
oh,
you, baby.
you got me thinking, baby.
Thinking, baby,
Hey, about you.
you, baby.
You got me thinking, baby.
Thinking, baby,
Hey, oh, Lord,
about you, baby.
you got me thinking, baby.
Thinking, baby.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
All I do
Yeah.
is think about you.
Really think about you,
All
yeah.
I do
Every day and
is
everywhere.
think about you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All I do
I do.
is think about you.
Really think about you,
All
yeah.
I do
Every day is think about you. Come on, Ben.
So I hope that you all enjoyed the music as well as the meal. Can we have a round of applause for our band and Elise King? I have to say thank you again to Jarrell and Teresa. Like they said, I've hosted this event for the past 6 years. Nobody ever surprises me. You got me this year. I was so busy making sure that they honored my sister friend, Veronica, because she is the one who really coordinates this event. And turns out they had the nerve to surprise both of us. So thank you both again so much. Tonight, we also have another special treat from one of your fellow classmates, Robin Morris Wilson. And Robin is here to share a poem with us that she has written, and it's entitled Ruminations on Black Excellence, a poem inspired by Nina Simone's song, Young, Gifted, and Black. Before Robin comes to the stage, I would like to share some of her accolades with you all. Robin wrote a children's book about jazz music called Mama Got Rhythm and Daddy Got Rhyme that was published by Aquarius Press in 2009. She won a Dearborn Writing Award in 2011 for her poetry, and she's also a writer on the Dearborn Reporter. Her series, Perspectives of a Non-Traditional Student, was featured in the Dearborn and Dearborn Heights Press and Guide. In addition, Robin's writing has appeared in the Michigan Chronicle, Inkster Ledger Star, New Citizens Press, The Observer and Eccentric, and Dearborn's Lyceum Fine Arts and Literary Journal. Currently, Robin is earning her Bachelor of Arts degree in reading, and she's also minoring in language arts at Dearborn. She's scheduled to graduate in April 2018. Will you all please help me welcome Robin?
This year I've been honored to work with Leah on several projects, marketing projects for Castle. And so thank you, Leah. And to the graduates, I would like to just say big congratulations. You worked extremely hard, and I'm proud of you, just like I know your families who are here to support you are proud of you, and so it's an honor to share this poem with you. Ruminations on Black Excellence. What does it mean to hold fast to our dreams, to stand in this moment and proudly proclaim, we are young, gifted, and Black? The labor pains have birthed our dreams to fruition, proof that our hopes and dreams were not in vain. The work of our minds and hands have been rewarded for others to see. We are young, gifted, and Black. Like Jewel Jones, who hails from Inkster, youngest person elected to the Michigan State House of Representatives, gifted to lead, to empower a new generation like President Barack Hussein Obama, who became the first Black commander-in-chief our nation has seen. A woman named Leah Johnson became the first Black person to serve as editor of the Michigan Journal, founded Colorblind magazine to report on women like Misty Copeland, who became the first Black female principal dancer with the American Ballet Theater, who inspires a new generation of girls. We rise up to take our place among those who can say we are young, gifted, and Black. In a world that shrouds our brilliance with disparaging broadcasts, count it a sweet refrain. Today, they call us by our names, brilliant, capable, and tenacious, for we are young, gifted, and Black. Thank you.
Please can keep the applause going for Robin, please. She was so excited to come to this event tonight, and so she was actually going to come just as my date tonight, but she ended up being able to come and perform her poetry. So how awesome is that? You did an amazing job. So to keep the program going, we are now going to have a few words from Ms. Natasha Gilbert, and she is the outgoing president of the Black Student Union. Please help me welcome her.
Good evening. That's okay. My name is Natasha Gilbert, and I first want to start by congratulating the classes of 2017 and December 2016. As one of your peers, I have shared in this journey to commencement with you, and I could not be more proud to say that we have made it. Against all odds and criticisms, we did it. As a child, yeah, go ahead, clap for yourself. As a child, I always knew that I would go to college. I can recall countless interactions that I had with my parents when I was young regarding education, as education was always a topic of discussion, and the point was pretty simple. Education was important. Through all the conversations, there are two things that I will never forget. My mom constantly reminded me that my education was something that no one could ever take away from me, and my father helping me understand that I was capable. Through primary and secondary education, until I graduated, I always knew that one day I would step onto a college campus as a freshman ready to take on the world. When I stepped onto the campus of the University of Michigan-Dearborn, I was determined to be one of those students that would make a difference. I had just moved into a new apartment, made new friends at orientation, and even managed to find my way around campus. I told myself that I had did it. I had made it to college. Like so many of you, I was caught up in studying for my exams, completing homework, assignments on time, trying to stay interested in class, and trying to maintain a social life that I hadn't realized I was beginning to miss the point. After a few weeks, I realized that just getting in wasn't the goal, but it was getting through. With this new goal in mind, I struggled to understand how I was supposed to make it through when there seemed to be so few African Americans in leadership positions that Black students could go to for help. It seemed as if Black students were given the task of creating a space for themselves that should have already existed. As I began to seek out other Black students in my classes to share my experiences with, I came across numerous individuals that would change both my life and the perception of my experiences forever. My schedule tended to be so diverse that I naturally came across Black students from all walks of life. The brilliant engineers that I sat in physics and calculus with, the science students with the ability to retain an infinite amount of information, the humanities students that managed to make every sentence sound as if it were written by Maya Angelou herself, the education students striving to make the world a better place one student at a time, and the business students making plans for the comeback of the Black Wall Street. All geniuses in their own right, and we were all working towards the same goal, commencement. Despite our varying educational backgrounds, we all wanted to draw attention to the fact that Black students struggle because there aren't enough faculty on campus that look like us. There aren't enough support system in place for students like us, and we don't see enough alumni that look like us. So with all these things in mind, we couldn't help but question just how inclusive the University of Michigan was willing to allow our campus to become. Education is always presented to Black students as the key to success. Yet no one wants to talk about how our history is comprised of Blacks being killed for learning to read. We're told that we should learn to be the best, but we're punished when we try to compete. We're told that we should do research and present our findings, yet somehow the vast majority of the research about Black people that is considered to be credible is done by white people. But needless to say, Black students are getting things done. Despite all that weighs on our conscience, Black women make up the largest growing populations of students on college campuses, and Black men are entering college at higher rates than ever before. Through it all, we come to class every day, we earn our respect as students and competitors, and most of all, we persevere. So Black students, as you approach the stage today to get your kente stos, do so with pride, walk with your head held high, and take in all that this experience is. I am proud to say that we have become part of a statistical set of information that the world will talk about forever. Black students make up approximately 90% of all college graduates, and you are now among that, 19% of all college graduates, and you are now among that 19%. So be happy that your time has come. No more syllabi, no more online homework, no more treacherous first day of class introductions. And no more blue books, not for the time being anyway. Take the time to relax now that you have completed your degree, but continue to work towards your future. Never give up. Become that doctor, start that business, make education what you want it to be, cover that story that the world needs to hear, submit that research paper, follow your dreams. Take the time to thank those people. Take the time to thank those people that kept pushing you when you felt like giving up. Those friends that stayed up with you all night to prepare for your exam because you didn't buy the book for the class. Those professors who took the time to pull you aside and offer you extra help. Those family members that get on your last nerve asking about your education, but are simultaneously checking to make sure you're still in school. Those people that gave you money for food, shelter, and books when you didn't have it. And those mentors that seem to have a handle on adulting because Lord knows we don't. The world has constantly tried to put Black people in a box of assumed success and achievement, yet we always defy the odds. Black students, this is exactly what we are here to celebrate today. Graduation has come. Our time has come. You all have achieved just what the world thought you wouldn't, and you have done so with pride and dignity. Live in this moment and make it your own. Congratulations.
Thank you for your inspiring words, Natasha. Good evening. My name is Jarrell Jones. I'm a 2014 graduate in communications, and I'm a board member of the African American Alumni Affiliate and a member of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. It is a great honor to be standing before you today, and I would like to introduce our keynote speaker for the evening, Dr. Tanya Matthews. Dr. Matthews is a thought leader in museum engagement, free choice learning, and hands-on STEM education. Her diverse background includes academic and professional work as a PhD scientist, educator, community volunteer, and award-winning writer and poet. Matthews is the first permanent leader of the Michigan Science Center and has grown its impact to annually serving 300,000 children and families across 42 counties while continuing to focus on the schools and communities of Detroit. Previously, Matthews served as the Vice President of Museums for Cincinnati Museum Center. During her tenure, she was instrumental in positioning the museum as a thought leader in STEM. Prior to her work in Cincinnati, Matthews worked as a biomedical engineer for the Food and Drug Administration, as well as project manager for the bioscience wing of the Maryland Science Center. Additionally, she has taught as adjunct and visiting faculty member in universities across the country. She has performed poetry and storytelling with the Cincinnati Ballet Company and Cincinnati Symphony Orchestra, and most recently composed an original piece for the premiere of Symphony in D with the Detroit Symphony Orchestra. Matthews completed her doctoral work at Johns Hopkins University in biomedical engineering and her bachelor studies at Duke University in biomedical and electrical engineering. Her undergraduate degree also includes her certificate in African and African American studies. In 2014, Matthews was appointed by the Secretary of Education to serve on the National Assessment Governing Board to help guide the nation's report card. She's also a member of the National Academy of Sciences Board on Science Education and serves as a board member of Detroit Crystal Ray High School, Tech Town, and Detroit Public Television. She has been honored as a Michigan Chronicle Woman of Achievement, a Michigan Business Distinguished Service honoree, and as one of Crane's 100 Most Influential Women in Michigan. Matthews is a member of the National Society of Black Engineers and Urban League of Detroit and Southeastern Michigan. Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome Dr. Tanya Matthews.
How y'all doing this evening? Ooh, that bio gets scarier and scarier. I'm also a member of the University of Michigan at Dearborn Community Advisory Committee. That's the part you clap for. Okay. You gotta clap for yourselves. I want to thank everyone that is here this evening, our chancellor, all of our deans and faculty members, of course, all of the just about to be graduates, and then the wind beneath their wings that is also sitting here at their tables. This brings back memories. It is easier for me to actually find my kente stole than my diploma right now, and so these things do matter. And I think that one of the things that also matters is not just that we're having this event, but when a young woman who is about to become an alumni, probably a very active and voiceful alumni, gets up here and says, yes, this is home, and here are still some of the truths, and here are some of the places that we still have to take this university. We're not there yet. And the chancellor says to her, good job. We are in a special place. And while we keep up the struggle and keep moving forward, I think that we also have to remember that not all of our allies look like us. And being at a place like the University of Michigan-Dearborn gives each and every one of these graduates, frankly, an advantage of understanding the world that we are really, really about to just launch y'all into. Just good luck. Some of your parents are already redesigning the bedroom. So there is, see, that was a little too hard, that laugh, see? Okay. There is an old saying of dubious origins, may you live in interesting times. Interestingly, that is not a blessing, it is actually considered a curse. And I've always found that so interesting. I'm a curious type. Interesting times, that sounds really cool until the present. And now I understand how interesting times may not always be the beneficial times, may not always be the good times, may be interesting for reasons that you would rather they are not interesting. And dare I say, they are particularly interesting at the moment for African Americans and for Latino Americans and apparently Arab Americans and women and white male co-conspirators. So these are very, very interesting times, and I think that it is important that you all have this space and that you honor this space and that we talk about this space. I mean, you heard the bio, right? Clearly the sister has put in work. And clearly I can stand before you today, and I'm happy and proud to be here before you today as a role model, as more than a survivor, as someone who is thriving in these interesting times. But I came here tonight to make sure that you understand that my survival and my success is assured, but not for the reasons that you think. And that's what I want to give to you today. My survival and success is not assured because I'm finally in charge. That's not why. So yes, I'm a CEO, and then we've got folks out there like Ursula Burns, the first female African-American CEO of a Fortune 500 company, and then she retired into their chairmanship. My success is not assured because I've got a PhD. Lord knows I earned it and Daddy paid for it, but that is not exactly where it is. Of course, we have others like me in that way as well. We have Dr. Neil deGrasse Tyson, who has made intelligence sexy. On a black man, astrophysicist, African-American male astrophysicist on Fox television for like 10 straight nights. But that's not just why his success is assured, and it's not about the publications. It's not just that Toni Morrison has a Pulitzer. And that's what I need for you to understand, and that's what I think that those of us who are here in this space often forget to tell you. So I'm here tonight to give you the secrets, the 3 truths about thriving, because I need y'all to do more than survive. This university is cost-effective but not cheap, so I'm going to need you to do more than survive on that investment. We're going to need to thrive on that investment. 3 things for thriving inside of these interesting times. I do work at a science center. I work with a lot of young people. I'm used to being interactive. It's late at night. We don't want me to fall asleep or to y'all to fall asleep. I saw the double cupcakes. And so this is going to get a little interactive. I would like all of my about-to-be graduates and any adult that needs some support to repeat after me. And when I say my name is Tanya Matthews, you do not say your name is Tanya Matthews. You put your name in there. And the reason that I'm actually not saying insert your name is because these are things that I remember to say to myself every day. It's not just for you now because you're young and you're striving and you're just about to get there. This is how we keep ourselves going. All right. My name is Tanya Matthews. And that makes me special. Okay, so this comes under the hashtag of Grandmama Loves Me. So now we remember this, right? When we were young, we knew where to go when we were hurt, right? We knew where to go when we were scared. That could be a grandmother, a mother, a father, an aunt, someone across the street, a neighbor that adopted you, a favorite kindergarten teacher, whatever it was. And we went to them because we know that they would always tell us good stuff, right? And then we get to that age where we understand that this particular person will say you're amazing no matter what. right? It's like asking your daddy, are you beautiful? Okay, so that was not a question. That was not a request for an objective opinion. I'm not asking if this is the best dress for me. And so then we begin to outgrow that part of our lives and outgrow sort of those folks who will tell us that we are special just because they love the parts of us that are special much, much more than all of the other things that they do recognize that we have to fix. That would be authentic love. And so what I would tell you is that rule number one, and you have learned that here, I think, as you have survived, we outgrow that and then we grow back into it. Right? I know there were some phone calls, probably day 5, day 30, right? When you realize I have seen the same 4 black people on this campus. For 10 days, there have got to be at least 7 of us. I remember that moment, and you call and you find those people whose offices that you hide in. And you call your mother and you don't say, Ma, grandma, aunt, sister, I'm scared, I'm upset, I'm tired. You just say hello. And they know. And they launch into that conversation that tells you that you are special, that you are good, that you are fine, that it's going to be all right. So the first thing is we are special, and it is to remember the home team, right? Those are not the folks that let you by easy. That is your foundation. Those are the shoulders and the hearts that you stand on as you are moving through. And you want to keep the home team very, very close to you. And sometimes they are physically close to you, and sometimes they are just in your head. I remember having to use the home team, for example, when I had the professor that would not call on me. Was I raised my hand, I'm sitting in the front row. I look different, so I know you can see me. And still not calling on me. In my head, it don't matter what you think because my mama loves me, right? Or I remember when I took on this role as the CEO of the Michigan Science Center. I'm a first-time CEO and thinking to myself, whew, okay, if this doesn't work out, my mama still loves me. So you use that in all kinds of ways. So the first rule of thriving in interesting times is that I am me, and therefore I am special, and you keep the home team close enough always to remind you of that. The second truth, please repeat after me. My name is Tanya Matthews, and that makes me unique. So there's also this period in our lives when we don't want to be different. Right? We don't want to stand out. We want to be a part of the crowd. We'll be the leader of the crowd, the most popular in the crowd, but we don't want to be different. Not the hair, not the clothes, not the background, not the anything, right? Because we want to fit in. We want to find family. We want to find community. And we interpret that as we need to not stick out, to not be different. And then you get here and you realize that if you continue to not be different and not stick out and not stand out, what you are is invisible. And there will be no invisible people on the dais during graduation day. Invisible people do not graduate. And so you learn, whew, all right, I'm gonna have to stand out, I'm gonna have to stand out, I'm gonna have to raise my hand. Whew, nobody else knows the answer, really? Really? And so you do. You're going to have to join a new club, a new group. You're going to walk across campus like you belong on campus, but like you look different and people can see you. You understand as you're filling out these graduate school applications or these new job applications or going to interviews, you understand a very, very important thing. There are a lot of talented people applying to be where it is that you are trying to get, and therefore, if you do not stand out, if you do not let your uniqueness push you through the door, then you will be invisible, and your mom has already redesigned your bedroom, so I don't know what that will leave you. And so these are things that you have already known and that you're already sort of taking with you, which is one, who you are is why you are special. Number two, who you are is why you are unique. And both of those are assets, and both of those are skill sets that you have already learned to get through this space. And I want you to know that it was not a survival skill just to get through University of Michigan at Dearborn. It was not, as our sister said, just to get here, and it's not just to get through. And it is not so we can look at other people and think, wow, there must be something special about them, because there's already something special about you. These are the beginnings of your life skills. When have you ever started a class where you already knew 2/3 of everything you needed to know to pass it? So this is a very special thing. You have 2/3 of everything you need already to thrive in interesting times. And so I will give you the last thing, and this is the new thing that you are about to discover. It is one of the most difficult things to learn, to master, and then to accept. Please repeat after me. My name is Tanya Matthews. Well, y'all ain't saying it with conviction, and this is the important one. My name is Tanya Matthews. And that makes me necessary. Not just special, not just unique. I'm here today to tell you that you are necessary, that there is something about you that is absolutely necessary, not just special, not just unique, not just nice to have. You will run into situations where people misinterpret you as a reason to check the box. People misinterpret you as a lovely photo op. People misinterpret you as just another talented person on the team. Or people misinterpret you as invisible. But that is not where we are. And the most challenging thing about our interesting times is that we have lost sight of what is necessary for our survival and for our success. And that is each and every one of you. And this is not speculation, and this is not accolades. I already know that you are unique because you made it through, and you are here, and you all know the statistics, and you know that there are many more folks who are not here than who are here in this room today. There are many more folks who even made it this far, but they are not in an environment where they are allowed to gather in this way and to celebrate the victories as well as the trials. So I already know that you are unique, and I already know that you are special because you're not here alone. And the minute you begin to doubt, the person to your left or to your right is going to remind you. And so this is the new thing, and this is the hard thing, because, we're given different lessons. Don't be arrogant. Don't show off. Be humble. Yes, all of those things can still exist inside of your understanding that you are necessary. And it is fantastic, and you should be proud. But there's something else that goes along with being necessary other than pride. And that thing is responsibility. And this is very, very difficult. We need to remember that we are necessary for the cause, for the future, for the survival, for the thriving of those that love us and those that don't. You will find yourself in situations that I did where I have my job and then I have my job, right? Your job is not to be the first of anything. Your job is to make sure you are not the last of what you started. Your job may have a description, but there are challenges, yes, and stresses, yes, but there are responsibilities when we are the one and only. In a couple of weeks, Dr. Mae Jameson will be here in Detroit speaking at an engagement, and I had the opportunity to see her, and she said something that was so very true. She said, "What is the point of your seat at the table if you are not going to use it?" And so this is part of it. So yes, we want to celebrate the fact that you are necessary, but please remember that there is pride and responsibility that comes along with that. And sometimes it is really, really hard to activate that responsibility in environments in which we may be taken for granted. And it is also important because we were raised right? We're raised not to show off. Right? We're raised to be polite and to be civil and to be good and to be kind. But we've got to understand that sometimes the people who need us most are the people who see us the least. But that does not change our responsibility, and there is nothing for which you are necessary that you are not already capable of. And that is what becomes very, very hard. When you begin to do little things like, well, I only got this award because I'm nice. Or they only call my name because I show up to every meeting. Or, I only got that extra certificate because my mama made me. Don't do that. Don't do that. Recognize your power. Recognize that you are necessary, that you are good, that you are great, that you have worked for this. And it is more than that you deserve it. It is that we need you. And we are happy, 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 and delighted and honored to be in service of your journey. So, for the very last time, repeat after me. My name is Tanya Matthews. Again, I'm gonna need some conviction. My name is Tanya Matthews.
My name is Michael Neal.
And therefore I am special. And therefore I am unique. And therefore I understand that I am necessary. Thank you.
Again, please keep the applause going for Dr. Matthews. To say that your speech was inspiring is an understatement. It was beyond words. And so on behalf of the university, as well as the African American Alumni Affiliate, we would like to present you with this award. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Could we also have Chancellor Little come to the stage, please, for a photo? So to move right along with our program, we are almost nearing the time that we will honor our graduates. But just before we do that, I would now like to introduce Dr. Ivy Forsyth Brown, who will explain the significance of the kente cloth, and then she will remain on stage and assist with the ceremony. Please help me welcome Dr. Brown.
Good evening, everyone. Well, thank you. That reminds me of our former Vice Chancellor, Stan Henderson, who used to encourage a very robust good evening at the beginning of this program all the time, and every event, technically. So we're going to try this one more time. Good evening. There we go, in honor of Stan. It is my privilege to have served this year as the co-director of the African and African American Studies program here at U of M Dearborn. And I'm here tonight to tell you a little bit about kente cloth and the stoles that the graduates will be receiving in a little bit. Kente cloth originated in the 17th century in West Africa, in what is now the nation of Ghana. It is deeply connected to the history of the Ashanti Nation, who were members of the Akan people. Kente was a heavy, elaborate, labor-intensive fabric designed for kings and wealthy tribal chiefs. It was worn on special occasions, like graduations. The patterns in kente have various meanings. New patterns with new meanings are constantly being designed, but many of the original patterns are still used. In particular, the golden stool is a sacred symbol of the Ashanti Nation. According to legend, the actual golden stool descended from heaven in a cloud of white dust and landed in the lap of an Ashanti king. The stool became the symbol of the united Ashanti people. Originally, kente cloth was black and white and made solely from silk. Now kente is made of cotton, rayon, as well as silk, and over time dyes were developed from different plants, and a wide range of colors had evolved. Each color of the kente symbolizes a specific attribute. So I'm going to give you some examples. Blue represents peacefulness, harmony, good fortune, and love. Gray represents healing and cleansing rituals. Maroon is the color of Mother Earth and is associated with healing and the protection from evil. While pink is associated with female essence of life, calmness, sweetness, and tenderness. Silver signifies serenity, purity, joy, and is associated with the moon. White represents purification, sanctification rites, and healing. Kente is frequently woven from red, green, black, and yellow, or gold threads. This traditional kente pattern in those colors, and that pattern, red represents the political and spiritual associations, the sacrifice and blood of our forefathers. Green symbolizes the richness of the land, vegetation, planting, harvesting, growth, and good health. The kente stoles that the graduates will receive tonight are made especially for them by your distant cousins in Africa. The stoles are black and gold and adorned with the golden stools of kings, which were also the seats of wisdom. The color black primarily represents Africa, but black also symbolizes maturation, coming of age, and intensified spiritual energy. Gold represents royalty, wealth, and spiritual purity. These kente cloth stoles are linked with the wealth of your cultural heritage in Africa. They signify your maturity as you achieve the milestone of college graduation. They also signify your spiritual energy to strive for success and bring honor to your family and to the African American community. Graduates, prepare to receive your kente cloth stoles to be worn with immense pride with your cap and gown on graduation, and as you receive your degrees from the University of Michigan-Dearborn. Congratulations. Okay. I'm over here. Okay.
So thank you very much, Dr. Forsyth Brown. All right, everyone, now this is the highlight of the evening. It is time to distinguish our graduates. So could I have Chancellor Little please join us on stage? And then our graduates, I believe, are going to be lining up here on the red carpet. Are there any graduates? Don't be shy. It's your night. Your names, graduates, are appearing on the video screen, so if possible, try to line up according to your name. This always gets them. I love this part every year. Now, graduates, I should say, if you're not in the exact order, it's okay, because what I do every year is I read everybody's name who submitted a bio. Okay, so whether or not that individual is here, they're still going to be recognized. So when you hear your name called, just come forth. Okay. All right, so we will get started. And please also remain on stage until I am finished reading your bio. And for the photo also. Thank you, Charles. Okay, so the first graduate that I have is Kiana Alexander. And Kiana, come to the stage. Yes. Kiana will graduate with a major in behavioral science and a minor in African and African American studies. While at U of M Dearborn, Kiana was a member of SOAR. Kiana plans to work in the field of social and human services and also plans to attend graduate school. Let's give Kiana a round of applause. Michael Amos is my next graduate. Michael will graduate with a major in marketing, communication, and African American studies. Michael is a husband and father of 3, a Du Bois Club member, has achieved a 3.122 GPA. He is a SOAR student, a Difference Maker Award recipient, a member of the National Honor Society of Leadership and Success, a member of the investment company, the Internship Appraisal Experts and Detroit Asset Group. Also, he is a volunteer at Better Men Outreach and a member of Nations of Gods and Earths. His future plans include working in real estate development and investment through the offer he received from his internship and then starting his own company. Congratulations. Anthony Barley is the next graduate that I have. Anthony will graduate with a degree in psychology and plans to join the U.S. Army as an officer now that he is graduated. Marshall Burns is the next graduate that I have. Marshall will graduate this summer with a degree in sociology and criminal justice studies. As a student, Marshall completed his internship at the Detroit Police Department. He also will graduate with distinction. Marshall will be applying to graduate school here at U of M Dearborn, Eastern Michigan University, and Wayne State University. Congratulations. Shara Burwell is the next graduate. Shara will graduate with a degree in business administration, and Shara plans to work full-time in her field. Congratulations. The next graduate is Kirsten Dent. Kirsten will graduate with a degree in mechanical engineering. Kirsten is an Opportunity Scholarship recipient, which is a 4-year scholarship. She also held office as the secretary, membership educator, and vice president of Alpha Omega Epsilon Professional Engineering and Technical Science Sorority, and served the community through the Engineering Experience Robotics Competition. Ohanio Fredericks is the next graduate. Ohanio will graduate with a degree in public administration. Congratulations. She's coming to the stage again. Natasha Gilbert is our next graduate. Natasha will graduate with a degree in mathematics. During college, Natasha was the president of the Black Student Union, treasurer of Minority Association of Pre-Medical Students, member of Student Philanthropy Council, a U of M Dearborn Difference Maker, and a Writing Awards honoree through her research writing on Black women, religion, and mathematics. After graduation, Natasha plans to work in the industry, preferably dealing with mathematics and data analytics. Also, she plans to continue to do research regarding underrepresentation of Black people in general and Black women in particular in the field of mathematics. She also plans to attend grad school in the future to pursue degrees in mathematics and statistics or data science. Congratulations. Latasha Gray is our next graduate. Latasha will graduate with a degree in sociology. And when asked what her future plans are, she said, and I quote, "The sky's the limit." Congratulations. Margaret H. Manciel is our next graduate. Margaret will graduate with a degree in business management, urban and regional studies, leadership and communication in organizations. During college, Margaret was a member of the National Society of Leadership and Success, the Associations of Non-Traditional Students, as well as SOAR, the Student Outreach and Academic Resources Program. Congratulations. Jessica Higginbotham is our next graduate, and Jessica will graduate with a degree in African and African American Studies. After graduation, Jessica plans to gain experience so that she can eventually open more community centers in the Detroit area. Congratulations. Mignon Hill is our next graduate. Mignon will graduate with a degree in psychology. After graduation, she plans to work in youth mentoring and become an LPC with a master's degree in mental health. Congratulations. Our next graduate is Albert Hodge. Albert will graduate with a degree in educational leadership. During college, Albert was a California African American Superintendents Association speaker. He plans to work as the school district superintendent and as a higher education professorate. Congratulations. Jamie Jeffries is our next graduate. Jamie graduated with a degree in microbiology. Jamie is a recipient of the Chancellor's Scholarship, was awarded the William J. Brandstrom Freshman Prize in 2014, received the Spanish Top Student Award in Spanish 201 and 202, and Intermediate Spanish, and is a member of the Spanish Honor Society. Jamie is also a James B. Engel Scholar, received the Spanish Honor Award in Advanced Spanish Conversation and Composition, Spanish 301 and 302, and received the Spanish Honor Award in Hispanic Film, Spanish 401. Jamie is a U of M Dearborn Difference Maker 2016. Received an ACS Award in Organic Chemistry, the Supplemental Instruction Leader Award, and the 2016 Society for the Advancement of Chicanos, Latinos, and Native Americans Conference Travel Award. She's also a recipient of the Distinguished Research Award in Chemistry, as well as the recipient of the Chancellor's Medallion Award this year. After graduation, Jamie will attend graduate school at Stanford University to pursue a PhD in molecular and cellular physiology. Congratulations. Aaron Johnson is the next graduate. Aaron will graduate with a degree in criminal justice. The next graduate is Gay Johnson. Gay will graduate with a major in health policy studies from the College of Education, Health, and Human Services. While in school, Gay was the Alpha Sigma Lambda Honor Society Honors Transfer Innovators Program, received a 2014 Difference Maker Award, a member of the Sigma Gamma Rho sorority, as well as Women in Learning and Leadership. After graduation, Gay plans to continue advancing her career at Delta Airlines within the management department. Congratulations. Julian Johnson is the next graduate. Julian will graduate with a degree in political science and criminal justice. Julian was a member of the Black Student Union as well as NSBE. After graduation, Julian will get his master's in public policy and looks to create community-based programs to assist and help young adults as well as single parents. Congratulations. Jewel Jones is the next graduate. Jewel will graduate with a degree in political science and business studies. Jewel was elected as city councilman in Inkster and elected as state representative in Michigan and is a member of the Student Veterans Association. Christine Ludi Jimerson is the next graduate. Christine will graduate with a degree in African and African American Studies. Christine is a Presidential Award recipient for the National Society of Leadership and Success. Congratulations. Gail McCoy is our next graduate. Gail will graduate with a degree in business management and psychology. Gail was a student tutor and plans to pursue studies in architectural design and merchandising. Congratulations. Shantae Moore. Shantae will graduate this summer with a degree in communications. During school, Shantae was involved in PSSR, and Shantae hopes to find employment within her communications field while continuing to work toward her master's degree in communication. Congratulations. Salima Morris is our next graduate. Salima will graduate this summer with a degree in criminal justice, pre-law, and a minor in African and African American Studies. Salima was a PTK honoree, multiple awardee, and involved in the following student organizations, and there's a lot of them: AAUW, VP ANTS, VP of Voice for Choice, member of WILL, active member of PLA, SJL panelist, SOAR, AAUW, UMD facilitator for New Detroit events, CEW scholar, professional SOAR advisory committee board member, National Emergency Medicine Technician Association member, and faculty-led criminal justice program e-board member, Council of World Cultures member. She's a writer, a counselor, a community social justice advocate for equal medical care, and outreach contributor. Salima also plans to go to law school after graduation. Congratulations. I really appreciate how all the grads so far are being obedient and staying on the stage as their entire bio is being read. You're going to be standing up here for a long time with this one because our next graduate is Tina Nelson. I might need a drink of water after this bio. Tina will graduate with a degree in journalism and screen studies. She has many accomplishments. She's the founder of the American Association of the University Women's Student Organization at Dearborn, Pay Equity Awareness Week events organizer, Student Organization Advisory Council, board member for 2 years. She's the first African-American woman to work as a reporter, photographer, and English assistant for the Forum and Link newspaper and Arab American newspaper in Dearborn. She's a photographer for Global Brigade's student organization on their medical brigade to Honduras. She mentored many students across campus to include BSU first-year Omani students and Metro scholars, and works for the Institutional Research Department at Dearborn for 6 years. She was a photographer for a wide variety of campus student organization and university administration events, which we always saw Tina at these events with her camera. She was inducted into the National Society of Leadership and Success, received Dearborn Leadership Legacy Award, Dearborn Meeting of the Mind Certificate of Merit Member of Dearborn Campus Video. She received the first Dearborn SOAR Ambassador Award. She received the Dearborn NAACP Certificate of Appreciation. She received the Dearborn Leadership Synergy Certificate, the Dearborn Difference Maker Award. She received the Dearborn Internship Mentor of the Year. She photographed President Barack Obama on several occasions, including his first trip to Ann Arbor, Metro Airport arrivals and departures, White House press credential for President Barack Obama's second inauguration in D.C. She had complete photo coverage of all the events during that entire week. Currently, Tina works as a full-time preschool photographer for Life Touch, producer and host of her own internet music show called In My House Techno Music Show, which is now in its 3rd year. She's also the stage coordinator for the Hair Wars show for the past 11 years. Tina is currently working in her field as a photographer and is producing and hosting her own weekly internet music show, as was mentioned. And Tina, we are all gonna miss you on this campus. Congratulations. You can go now. Thank you. I can say this about Tina. She, for a while was like, I don't know if I'm going to come to this event, even when it's my year to graduate. And then the year that she comes, she writes the longest bio for herself. All right. Thank you for the water. Katrina Palmer is our next graduate. Katrina will graduate with a master's degree in public administration. She earned a Bachelor of Arts in History in 2008 from Dearborn with a minor in African and African American Studies. Katrina currently works as the Council Relations Manager for Girl Scouts of Southeastern Michigan. After graduation, she will continue to serve in this capacity, working closely with the Board of Directors and the executive team at Girl Scouts. Katrina plans to serve as a board of director for a small to medium-sized nonprofit organization. She also plans to become a regular contributor to the Stanford Social Innovation Review, a publication based out of Stanford University that advances, educates, and inspires the field of social innovation through research and practice-based knowledge. Additionally, Katrina aspires to become an entrepreneur by creating a consultant LLC that will assist nonprofits and local government with contracts related to public sector work, including philanthropy and fundraising, event management, special projects, training and development, strategic planning, and change management. Katrina is an active member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. She currently serves on several committees in Detroit. However, she has plans for regional and international leadership in years to come. Congratulations. Crystal Peterson is the next graduate. Crystal will graduate with a degree in communication and public relations. She was the vice president of the Public Relations Society of America. After graduation, she plans to career search and to apply to grad school. Congratulations. Sasha Rain is the next graduate that I have. Sasha will graduate in the summer of this year with a degree in journalism and screen studies. Sasha was the news editor at the Michigan Journal, also part of the Tau Sigma National Honor Society and Alpha Sigma Lambda Honor Society. Sasha also was Intern of the Year in the summer of 2015 and did an investigative news internship at WJBK Fox 2 and was hired as an education reporter for WDET Detroit Public Radio last year. Sasha is excited to become a foster parent also. Congratulations. Michael Robertson is our next graduate. Michael will graduate with a degree in psychology and business studies. And nothing against Michigan, but Michael says he plans to move to North Carolina. Congratulations.
It's for you, Mama.
Jalen Robinson is the next graduate. Jalen will graduate with a degree in psychology as well as a minor in African and African American studies. Jalen was an InterVarsity Christian Fellowship member in the Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated and the Order of Omega Greek Honor Society. Jalen was the 2016 Homecoming King, a member of Black Student Union, an Opportunity Scholar, and was on the Dean's List in the fall of 2016 and the winter of 2015. He plans to work for Starfish Family Service or any other youth service company, also to attend a graduate school for social work or adolescent psychology, and join a graduate chapter in Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. Congratulations. Tajane Salter is our next graduate. Tajane will graduate with a degree in finance. Tajane started the organization Black Business Student Association, which hosted this campus's very first case study competition on March 22nd, and it was very successful. Tajane served as the vice president of that organization for 2 semesters, worked with the University Union and Events team as a student ambassador for 1 year, and as a building manager there for 3 years. Tajane will be graduating with honors and working in the lending department at Michigan First Credit Union until her own real estate investment firm is up and running by the end of the summer. Congratulations. Seneca Scott is our next graduate. Seneca graduated in the fall of 2016 with a degree in psychology and behavioral science. It's almost like when the bios are short, like, do you know when to clap just yet, or am I gonna read a little bit more? Nicole Smith is our next graduate. Nicole plans to, or will graduate with a degree in general business. Nicole also plans to work in finance or accounting within her current organization. Congratulations. Lamyra Stevenson is our next graduate. Lamyra will graduate with a degree in mechanical engineering and bioengineering. She was a 2015 Difference Maker, a 2015 Engineering Society of Detroit Student Engineering of the Year, 2016 Leadership Legacy Award, National Society of Black Engineers, and in 2015-2016, she was the Vice President, Pi Tau Sigma Mechanical Engineering Honor Society, Alpha Omega Epsilon Professional Engineering Sorority, Mentors for a Brighter Day. She was on the Dean's List, the 2012 William Brandstrom Award, and after graduation, Lamyra plans to join the workforce by taking her talents to Fiat Chrysler Automobiles as an engineer in the Chrysler Institute of Engineering program. As one of 29 students selected, Lamyra will have the opportunity to work in a 4-month-long rotations for 2.5 years within the engineering, product development, product planning, and other business areas at FCA. Lamyra looks forward to growing her technical and leadership skills through the program. In addition to working full-time in the CIE program, Lamyra will begin her graduate studies in September of this year, pursuing a Master of Science in Mechanical Engineering sponsored by her employer, Fiat Chrysler Automobiles. Impressive. Congratulations. Kiera White is the next graduate. Kiera will graduate with a degree in health administration. Currently, she is working as an optician for National Vision. After graduation, she plans to apply for a promotion as a general manager with National Vision. She also plans on applying for graduate school to get a master's degree in public health. Congratulations. Andrea Williams is the next graduate. Andrea graduated in the fall of 2016 in secondary education with an English minor and English as a second language. Congratulations. Marcus Williams is the next graduate. Marcus will graduate with a degree in criminal justice. He was a basketball team captain and plans to continue playing basketball overseas. Sharon Williamson will graduate with a degree in health policy, graduating with distinction, and Sharon will be seeking employment after graduation. Michael Willis is our next graduate. Michael will graduate this summer with a bachelor's degree in general studies. After graduation, Michael plans to pursue an MBA. Rebecca Willis is the next graduate. Rebecca will graduate with a degree in biological science, and she will be applying to medical school. And then we have Aaliyah Wright. Aaliyah is our graduate who will graduate with a degree in psychology. She received an award for French at the French Honors Convocation in 2013. After graduation, she will volunteer and find a job to, of course, build her resume and apply for graduate school in 2018. Congratulations. Please give another round of applause for all of our graduates this evening. Every year, the bios get longer. The number of graduates that we have becomes more. Their accomplishments becomes more. And so it is certainly my honor to be able to distinguish you all on an evening such as this. Before we close the program, I believe that Teresa has a few thank yous that she needs to get out of the way. So I will let her come to the podium.
No, I'm good. Thank you, Leah. First, I want to say congratulations to all the graduates. Give a round of applause for yourselves. I need a little bit louder than that, a little bit louder. This is a huge accomplishment. That's better, that's better. Now, don't forget to wear this stole at commencement. It's very important, okay? You got that? All right. This is now part of your graduation attire, and you are an accomplished group. So please, this stole represents those accomplishments. It wouldn't be right if I didn't take a little moment to thank the Black Celebratory Committee for their commitment and hard work in planning this event. With those of you involved in the planning, please stand. Thank you so much for your hard work and dedication for this event. The African American Alumni Affiliate is dedicated to supporting current African American students at U of M Dearborn. If you are interested in learning more about the affiliate, you will find little slips of paper on your tables to write your contact information down. Just leave them there and we will collect them at the end of the event. I would like to thank our speakers for this evening, Chancellor Little. Go ahead and clap. Dr. Tanya Matthews, Dr. Ivy Forsyth Brown. Thank you to our musical entertainment Elise King. Thank you to our student speaker Natasha Gilbert. A thank you to Miss Lydia Richardson from USA Imports, who went all the way to Ghana to make these stoles for you. I would also like to thank the guests, the family, the children, the mothers, the fathers, sisters, brothers, cousins, all of that, who are in attendance this evening to celebrate you. It is without a doubt that without your love, your dedication, your support, your words of encouragement, these students would not have made it without you. So we thank you for supporting them. Finally, we would like to ask all of our graduates to please join us in the front to take a group photo, and Charles will dictate that as necessary. Hey, Charles. And that's a wrap. Leah?
Have a good evening, everyone. Congrats again to all of our graduates.